Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome on in. I know it says I'm muted. I am not. My buttons are not working today. Hold on. Boop. There we go. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome on in. It's great to be back. I'm glad to see all of you. Yeah, my buttons don't work because I don't have a stream deck. So let me just throw this in chat for no reason at all. No reason. Yes, welcome. It's very good to see everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I have been gone for a while. Let's talk about that. I have not streamed since early January. And then I just didn't stream. There's a lot of reasons, mostly health reasons, mental and physical. I got really sick, and that sucked ass. But yeah, I'm doing a little better now. Tibbs, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Welcome. Yeah, I did have to take care of myself. But I'm doing better. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. This is my first stream back in a while, so I'm just explaining why I've been gone. But yeah, stuff happened. I'm better now. I'm excited to be streaming again. And we're gonna play a new game today. A game that I can play now because my computer can handle it. Hehehe. I'm excited. Much excite. Yeah, how's everyone in chat doing? It's been a minute. It has been a minute. It has been a minute. I should turn on my lighting. Hey. That's really dark, actually. It's real dark in my room. Apparently. It has been a minute, and I'm glad you're back. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. I missed you guys. I missed streaming, but also I didn't really miss streaming because I was not really in the headspace to do it. TBH. But I'm good now. I'm better. You need to try to figure out how to do dynamic lighting on that desk with your model. That would be really cool. I have no idea how you would do that, though. Oh my goodness! Bap Box! Zonko, thank you so much for the 10 months resub. Thank you. Welcome on in, friend. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. It has been a minute since I have streamed. You're doing okay? I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad to see you here. Welcome on in, friend. I wanted to chat for a bit, but I don't have a whole lot to say. I was a bit nervous about starting stream today, TBH. I have so many issues with my stream. I was scared of a problem happening, but I'm just really hoping that it works today. Knock on wood. Everyone pray for my stream today. It should be okay. I tested the game out and it should be fine. So far so good. Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Need to update some stuff. I got rid of some stuff on like my computer and I think it's helped. I don't know. Call me a boomer, but I had a lot of browser extensions and I think they were slowing my computer down a little bit. So I fixed that and yeah, it's been nice. Yeah, should we hop into the game? I'm sure y'all have seen the category. We're playing BioShock today. Hold on, will my face buttons work? Ah, these buttons work. We're playing BioShock today. This is how I feel about BioShock. And it's gonna be fun because you know what? I am terrified of the ocean. I am very scared of the water. So this is gonna be entertaining. For you guys. No, I've never actually played the first one. I have only played part of the second one a very long time ago. So I know basically nothing. But I know a little bit, but I don't really know what's going on. Do I ever know what's going on? No, I do not. Spoiler alert, I don't. Oh. But yeah, before we get into the game, I did make a trigger warning. Because there's some stuff in BioShock that could be triggering for some people. So check out that link if you want to know more of the triggers. I just want this to be a fun experience for everyone. So, oh god. Yeah. I want this to be a good experience for everyone. I want everyone to have fun. And if this stream isn't for you, that's okay. I'll see you next time. Yeah, for now, I think we should go into the game. Let me see if my buttons work. Oh, no. Okay, so... Okay, hold on. That's better. Okay, so it turns out my touch portal disconnected from OBS. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, let's pause the tunes and let's open the game. What, did I just get laggy? Oh no. Are we lagging? Are we lagging? It's not too bad. If it gets too bad, let me know. And... any bit of crunch? Okay. It's no bueno. If it gets too bad, I will... stop playing, probably. Select the difficulty easy, please. I am not a gamer. Thank you for banning a bot, Iris. Oh, I'm muted on this scene. It says I'm muted. Hold on. Hold on real quick. Boop. Okay. I fix. Is my stream frozen?
They told me. Son, you're special. You were born to do great things.
I'm good? It's okay, it's frozen for me.
You know what? They were right.
Oh, there we go. It just updated. I've seen this opening cutscene, so we're good. This is literally my worst nightmare, like being on a plane and crashing into the ocean. I would just die on the spot from panic. Straight up. Oh, now I can turn my lighting on. There we go. Move. You'd save me? Thank you. I appreciate it. Nightmare scenario? Yeah, that'd be horrible. Like, I hate this. I don't like seeing... I don't know. I'm scared of the ocean. Okay, let's swim. Swim through the fire. This is just like Lost. Come on, buddy, you can do it. I don't know what my name is in this game, actually. Also, no spoilers or backseating for this game. Please and thank you. I will ask for help if I need it. And I probably will, but yeah. I generally don't know what is going on in this game. I hate that a lot. Goodbye, plane. I am swimming. I'm in the ocean. Ban Irasahi VT. I'm just kidding. Me too. Oh, here we go. We conveniently crashed right next to this thing. Propaganda. The Great Chain. Propaganda. Why does it keep saying that? Okay, I'm going in. Oh, fug. Oh, shit, oh, fug. Propaganda. Hello, sir. A quote from Andrew Ryan. In what country is there a place for people like me? Andrew Ryan. Propaganda. Also, I think I have subtitles turned on. We'll see, but I can jump. Oh, what did that say? Propaganda? Probably. Andrew Ryan gets the stick. I do like this nice music. He's still looking. Alright, let's go in the orb. Bathysphere. Boop. Let's go. I played a tiny bit of this game just to make sure that it would work. So here's hoping. Here's hoping. Oh, hello. Where did you come from? So far, so good? Hell yeah. Hello, Andrew Ryan.
I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose Rapture.
Crab. Squid. Ugh.
Where the artist would not fear the censor, where the
Thanks, I hate it.
bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, Rapture can become.
It's pretty, but also it's just terrifying for me. I'm very scared of things underwater. And whales. I am very scared of whales. Can I just turn this way? No, I'll be brave. I'll be a big, brave bat. Yeah, it is pretty horrifying. Boobles. I love the boobles. Welcome to Rapture. Thanks. All good things of this earth flow into the city of Rapture. Game saved. Here comes the orb. I will be brave. I will do my best. Hello. Oh. Goodbye, Johnny. Hello, Splicer female.
Is it someone new?
Yes. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Splicers. It's very flashy. I gotta close my eyes. Oh. Would I kindly pick up the radio? Sure.
I don't know how you survived that plane crash, but I've never been one to question Providence. I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. To keep on moving, we're gonna have to get you to higher ground.
Yes. Get to higher ground.
Take a deep breath and step out of the bathysphere. I won't leave you twisting in the wind.
That's kind of pretty.
We're gonna need to draw out
I like the starfish.
You're gonna have to trust me.
Beta chamber. What's this? If you are killed by the hostile denizens of Rapture, you will be revived live and whole at the last Vita chamber you have passed. Some of your health will be restored and you will always have at least a small amount of Eve. Vita chambers work automatically. There is no need to use or activate them. Okay. Why are we going so fucking fast, bro? Oh shit. Oh shit, oh fug. I can't fucking see anything.
Just a bit border.
Oh shit.
How do you like that, sister? Now, would you kindly find a crowbar or something? Bloody splicer, seal Johnny in before they... Goddamn splicers.
Pop, 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 pop. I can't see. Where am I supposed to go? I literally don't remember, even though I just played this part. Oh. There. Boing. There's one up here and there, yeah. Are there any more? That voice actor sounds familiar. Collected cream-filled cake. Mmm, yummy. Oh, I don't want to eat all these. Whatever. Where's that voice coming from? Can I go up there? No. Hello. What'd that say? I don't know. I go this way? I think this is about the point where I quit. Gatherer's Garden. Needle moment.
Steady now. You're
Oh,
Just hold on and everything will be fine.
that sounds painful. Owie. Owie. Hello.
This little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped. Wonder if he's still got some Adam on him.
Adam. Adam.
Let's talk weak. You're a weak shopper. This little fish ain't worth towing it with no big daddy. Yellow, always have been. You'll be no better off with a metal daddy, little fish. See you floating.
Oh no. I'm scared of the metal daddy. Oh no. Hello, sir. It's a big daddy time. Hello. It's so quiet. Please leave me alone.
You all
Oh.
right, boyo? First time plasma's a real kick from a mule. But there's nothing like a fistful of lightning now, is there?
Oh, hell yeah. Crap. Oh, it's using up my blue stuff. Oh, it's regenerating. Oh, we're good. It's time to find some angels. I am an angel. Ah. Ha 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 ha. Oh, shit. Oh, fug. Oh, fug. Oh, shit. We gotta blast. We gotta get out of here. Oh. Press shift to try and run. Let me out. Let me out! See the sheer panic I went through? And I thought I had to go out into the ocean. Ah.
Slicer! Give him a combo. Zap him, then whack him. 1-2 punch. Remember, the 1-2 punch.
Where did my zappy zap go? Oh.
I'm good looking.
Where are you?
See that? Yeah.
Come on, punch him! Oh. I was struggling. Don't mind me. Okay. There was a good bit of panic there. Yeah, yeah. Oh shit.
I found
I keep pressing the wrong button. Oops. Okay, I'm still getting used to the controls. I keep doing this. Oh, what was that? This room is gonna fill with water soon. What's that? Mine now. I'm so fucking fast. Sonic the Hedgehog ass. Okay. Bonk. Okay. This game is stressful. This is not good for my blood pressure. Vibe check. Yeah, this game is vibe checking me. Why is this? Hello? Gosh? No? Do I have to go in here? Oh, I see.
Listen, I've got a family. I need to get them out of here. But the splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just
Creativity,
maybe,
independence, commerce.
I know you must feel like the unluckiest man in the world right now, but you're the only hope
Yeah, man.
I'll ever see my wife and child again.
Haha, yeah, man.
Go to Neptune's bounty. Find my family, please.
Go to Neptune's bounty. I'm gonna do a save, actually. That sounds like a good idea. That's a game saved. Okay, I feel a little better now.
No one will be there to sing this song. Hush now. Mommy's gone. And Daddy too.
Do I have to go that way? What is that? Memorial? Time to vandalize it.
Today and not then when you
Hello?
were warm and sweet. Baby and me! Baby and me!
Fuck. I'm not very good at these controls.
They destroyed our bodies, our minds. We couldn't handle
There's not a baby in here.
best
Oh.
friends butchering one another. Babies strangled in cribs. The whole city went to hell.
No baby. Cone. Cone. Yeah, it's kind of weird controls. I'm also used to playing with a controller, but like Merlot. Ah, Eve lost. Cone. That's creepy. Oh. Chair's coming with me. Mhm. Hello? Ooh, dollars. I can use the phone. Hello? 911? No.
Flash time.
Oh god. Why'd it get all blurry?
Too spliced up.
A ghost?
Nobody's gonna want.
A ghost. I can use the toilet. Oh.
Flash time.
Panic. Stuck in the wall. Was in the gents' bathroom. Gorp. That's what's in here. Oh, a hole.
Careful now. Would you kindly lower that weapon for a minute?
Sure. I don't like this music.
You think that's a child down there? Don't be fooled. She's a little sister now. Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. Whatever you thought about right and wrong on the surface, well, that don't count for much down in Rapture. Those little sisters, they carry Adam.
Adam.
Genetic material that keeps the wheels of Rapture turning. Everybody wants it, everybody needs it.
Adam. That's all I have to say. Do I have to sneak by her? Uh-oh. Where is Daddy? There he is. Oh no. I do not want to be here. Oh god, is he coming over here? Shit, oh fuck. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't want to go where they were. $4. Okay. Press P to save your game. Yes, I think I will. Okay. This is stressful. Cream-filled cake. Yummy. Yummy cake. It's okay, I have yummy cake and I'm fine now. Ah! Oh god, you're still alive. I hear another one. Keep pressing the wrong fucking buttons.
If you spot a splicer in the water, hit it with the electrobolt.
Yeah, haha! Toaster in the tub completed. Thank you for the achievement, Epic Games. Very cool. Hello, Daddy. $33? Whoa, he loaded. He loaded. I wish I had $33. So many places to go. Oh, here's where I'm supposed to be. Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh fuck. What do I do? Ah! Panic! No calm, only panic. Ah! Where is he? Oh, good job jumping into that, buddy. Nice, son. Head to medical. Okay. Medical. Why am I so fucking fast? I'm trapped. It's dark as shit. I can't see anything.
So tell me, friend, which one of the bitches sent you?
Hello.
KGB Wolf or the CIA Jackal? Here's the news. Rapture isn't some sunken ship for you to plunder. And Andrew Ryan isn't the giddy socialite who can be slapped around by government muscle. And with that, farewell.
Oh god, there's people coming. Das Vadanya. Oh, what? Oh god. Yeah, you don't have to ask me twice. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, this is stressful. Hope everyone in chat's doing okay. I'm sure you're not as scared as I am. Cozy? Heck yeah. I'm glad you're cozy. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Wow, Tilda. Dano, thank you so much for the 17-month resub. Holy crap. Thank you so much, friend. I hope you're doing well. It's very good to see you. That's crazy. That's a long time. Well, thank you very much. I hope you're having a great day. Eating burnt pizza and chilling? I'm sorry your pizza's burnt, but I'm glad you're chilling.
Now you've met Andrew Ryan, the bloody king of Rapture. Now find your way to emergency access.
That's creepy. Emergency access.
I'm even seeing things that aren't there.
That's just the plasmid blues, Mary. You just need to slow down. Ray, remember, a smart splicer.
$2. Okay. Gun time. Old and working on overdue stuff. Well, I hope you warm up, and I hope your work goes okay. I'm also quite cold, though. It's quite chilly today. Oh god. Okay. Medical pavilion. Is there fall damage? Okay. We're fine. Oh, hack. How do I hack? Start hack. Okay. Find pipe segments by revealing hidden tiles. Pick up pipes and swap them with other pipes to create a connected line. Okay. Where does it start? Right there? Did I do it right? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Hacking genius. I take. Oh, am I full? Yeah. Oh, hello. Where? What is that thing? Okay, let's deactivate it now. I'm dead. Give me your money. What is that? I'm floating. Okay, that was weird. Oop. Oh shit.
If you want to use the emergency access, you'll be needing Dr. Steinman's key. I don't know what runs this place, but I don't expect him to hand it you out of the milk and you.
Jump scare.
Steinman ain't that kind, and frankly, I'm not even sure he's still.
Machine gun. This is for me? Bug. Ah! Fucking jump scare. Wrong button. I can't fucking see anything. How do I, oh, first aid. Oh, fuck me. Oh god, you're right there. I'm out of ammo. Use what to select weapon? Oh. Sorry. Oh, good. Just waiting for them to come to me. Oh my god, there's more of you? Is that it? Fucking hell. I'm sorry I'm so bad at video games, everyone. Okay, that was stressful. Oh, I'm supposed to go this way. I'm gonna save, though. I'm doing pretty good? Okay. I feel like I'm doing terribly. And you know what? That's okay. I don't know what that is, but I like the noise it's making. Oops.
The parasite hates three things: free markets, free will.
Corpse. I just hear barking. A ghost. Surgery.
You keep an eye peeled for Steinman. The daft bastard set up shop in the surgery wing.
Look at me!
Just follow the blood.
Above all, do no harm. I'm sure that worked out really well. Hello? Where are you? Oh god, you're a robot.
All them machines short out right properly hit them with electrovolt.
Oh. Did I do it? This game is stressful. Beep boop. Oh, she has some goo on her. I just smoked a cigarette.
How dare you touch me?
Yep. Eternal flame. Oh, hello. I think I shot someone who I already killed. Oh! I sent him to EBDB. Oh god, I don't like that noise.
I'll be better next time. Please?
What? Oh god, who are you? Oh god, is this the doctor guy? I don't... Okay. Oh, it's not. Hello? In loving memory. Oh. Coffee. Desk coffee. I know I'm not going the right way, by the way. I am gonna go the right way now, though. Oh. I have no bullets, so I think I'm a little bit, I have some bullets now. Where do I go? This way. Oh, it lets me go down again? And up again? And down again? And up again? What is happening? Where am I supposed to go? This way? Ah, I see. Where I sent the man to EBDB. Sorry, I may be stupid. Is there a whale? Oh no. I watch this. Oh. Oh god. I'm not sure about that one, buddy. Hello. There you go. Those are the noises that my wife makes in her sleep. Fish. It really do sound like that. Hello? Aesthetics are a moral imperative.
Why do we have two eyes? Is there some law that says we must? Two eyes. I'm not finished! Not finished!
What?
You'll have to find some way to get through to surgery and Steinman. Chin up now. The Lord hates a quitter. I can hear that splicer sounding off like it's the 4th of July. Explosives are hard to come by down here. But if you get your hands on one of them telekinesis plasmids, you can catch the damn firebombs and toss it right back in his gob. Or anything else that might be standing in your way.
Huh. Find telekinesis. Wish I could, brother. Supposed to go back this way? Okay. You would like telekinesis? Bear. I fucking do not like his sound. Pew! Pew! Hello? Leadhead splicer. I'm not supposed to go this way. Am I supposed to go down now? Man, it's really weird about stairs, the tracker. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee, actually, and save the game. Save? Oop. Yeah, we'll overwrite. Iris, no. Iris, don't. Don't do it. Oh. Operator said it would be funny. Well, I blame operator. Okay. How do we get past? Circus of Values is funny because clowns are funny. Clowns are spooky. Do I do this? Yeah. Oh, I got an auto hack tool. Oh, I'm fucking wasted. Whoa. I'm so fucked up right now. Oh, I'm fine. I'm not sure what to do here. No worries, Iris. Have a good lurk. Thank you so much for stopping by, friend. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a good rest.
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
I don't... I'm a little lost. Iris, are you still here? What do I do? I just kick a gun across the floor. It just wants me to go this way. Hold on. Show hint. Dental services. Plan to the incinerate plasmid in Eternal Flame Crematorium. How did I get there? Excuse me. Do I have to backtrack? I don't... I'm lost. I don't know what to do. Oh. Should be in here. This is where I was before. Can't go up there.
Security cameras. I can hear the infernal things all around you. Ryan's eyes and ears.
Special ammo. Ooh. Big scissors. Oh. Let me just run real fast. Didn't see me.
I heard that.
Oh, fuck. Dead. I feel like this oil is really pretty, but it is also very flammable. Fine gin. Hello. You're creepy. Hey, we got it. Pro gamer moment.
Light up foes to 1,000 degrees. Warning, fire spreads.
Fire do spread. Oh shit. got him.
All roads in Rapture lead to Ryan. The security, the splicers, the big daddies, the little sisters. He pumps some kind of chemical scent in the air. Pheromones, they call it. Makes them all dance to his tune.
Oh god, I heard it, Daddy. Oh, it's a mask. I thought it was a gun. Heard a daddy of the big variety. Now I'm Roy Mustang. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. Flames. You drink your coffee.
Oh, darling, 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 you shouldn't have.
Who's talking? A character from Full Metal Alchemist. I've never seen it, unfortunately. My wife said Mustang is based. Boom! I did it. I'm gonna save. Correct. I trust you guys. Who's laughing? Having a little giggle there, mate. Oh, bug. Ah. Oh god, there's so many of them. Is that all of them? God, I thought I heard more footsteps. Oops. Oh, this game is stressful. I'm gonna go to my pistol. Had to be sure. Yeah, make sure he's dead. Shoot him again. Or her. I don't remember. Dentistry. Let me drink some Merlot real quick. And eat some potato chips. Oh, I need to stretch my wrist real quick, actually. I haven't done keyboard and mouse gaming in a minute. Oh, big stretch. The last game I really played a whole lot would be Red Dead Redemption 2. I kind of got addicted to that after Christmas, and while I wasn't streaming, I was addicted. I beat it. But I played that on controller, so it's way easier on my wrists. I gotta adjust in my chair, actually. Hold on. Oh. Also, if you haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2, please play it. I need to talk to someone about it. Please play it. I'm so normal about it, I promise. Does that answer your question, Zonko? No. It was really good. I highly recommend it if that's your kind of game. You've played a bit of it. It's a very good story, and I have very little complaints about it. Hold on one sec. Oops. Okay. We're good. Let me mute real quick. Hold on. Fuji Pup, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Sorry, I was just muted. I had to ask my wife a question real quick. But yeah, welcome on in. I hope you enjoy your stay here. I'm playing BioShock today for the first time. Hello, hello. That's a cute emote. I like it. Yeah, playing BioShock for the first time. Being really brave about it. And we're talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 a little bit because that's my current obsession. One of them. I have several current obsessions. It's a little moist in here. Hello? What? I just got hit by a ball.
A worm?
Oh, telekinesis. A worm? Gonna work on an update for my Transform Witch game. Ooh, heck yeah. I said the word. I did. I'll say it again. Moist. You have a moist emote. That's funny. No. Oh gosh, I have to replace one. I guess I'll replace that one. Thank you for the spray.
You can even catch grenades and throw them back.
It's still a great emote, Zonko. Hold to grab objects, release to throw them, or press V to drop. Hold to catch grenades. Eek! Grenades are tennis balls. Okay. Thank you for the head pats. Oh god, Yippee!
Darling, is that you?
Where does this want me to go? Okay. Yippee! Nice try, bitch. Give me your dollars. You like Vocaloid? I love Vocaloid. Hatsune Miku is, yeah, I love her. We love Vocaloid here. This way? Okay. Not the scary whale noise again. Yeah, heck yeah, I love Miku and Gumi.
Approaching a little sister is a critical offense.
Oh. Got grenaded. Who else is there? Who's throwing grenades? I hear Daddy. Oh no. A Vocaloid song that has a dance. Oh shit, there's still a guy up there. There we go. A Vocaloid song that has a dance. Ah, yes, 10,000 Stars is a classic. That's a great one. Great one. Classic. Gotta be one of my favorites. Bitch, how are you still alive? I didn't aim that very well.
Okay, fine. You'll be back.
That worked? Yippee!
Come here. You question my judgment.
Yoink. What am I supposed to do? Am I just supposed to grenade this guy over and over again? Oops. Pardon, wife? Sure. Also, what are you doing? I might take a break. Oh. Okay, hold on. Let me do one thing. And then... Oops. Let me do one thing, and then I think I'm gonna take a break. I missed. I missed again. I missed again. I missed again. Hey, thank you, wife. Oh god. Oh, she has money. Okay. I'm gonna do a save here. And then I think I'm gonna take a BRB real quick. I don't want to push myself too hard. My first stream back to streaming. My first stream back to streaming. Yeah, so we're gonna take a quick BRB. Let me get some tunes on. Everyone behave while I'm gone. I will see you soon. And yeah, take care. Enjoy the tunes. I'll be right back. Hello everyone. Welcome back. It's good to see y'all. I hope you had a good break. Thank you for waiting for me. Thank you for sticking around. I had to refresh my overlays real quick. That's why everything disappeared. Just because my event list wasn't updating. But we back. We good. Thank you, Demo. Welcome to you. Welcome to you too. Sorry that I always go on break right as you show up. But thank you for being here, friend. I appreciate it, and I hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness. Bap, 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 bap. Thank you so much for the 16-month resub. Holy crap, that's a lot of months. Thank you so much, Demo. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Do a little wiggle for you. Much love, friend. You are very sweet. Thank you. Alright, let's get back to this game. Scary game. Handbag. Nothing. $2. Oh gosh. No, don't get me. Oh god, that's an evil robot. Oh god, how do I kill it? It's just flaming and shooting at me now. Hold on, I need to move my mic. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Ooh! Is that another robot? Damn, I don't have electricity anymore. Now it's just flaming. Oh gosh. It's still on fire. You good now? Okay. We're still good. We're still good. Nothing. Okay. Oh. I need a snack. I should have got a snack. Adam denies us any excuse for not being beautiful. Adam.
What can I do with
Hello.
this one, Aphrodite? She won't stay still.
Oh dear. I need some water actually. Hold on real quick. I need to take a sippy sip. Okay. Sorry, my water bottle's loud.
That was too fat. This was too tall. No.
Can I go through? No. This guy reminds me of the Outlast doctor. I'm ugly. Rude. Oh shit. Foggo shit. Oh, I don't have a... Got him. Hey, I got an achievement.
Make sure you get the key off Steinman. Head back to emergency access. I'm working my way to the backside of Port Neptune myself. We'll get there soon enough.
Okay. Open the emergency access. Don't like the scary string music. Oh god. Dead. Okay. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna keep playing. I'm starting to feel a little bleh.
Surgical savings will happily work out.
Creepy.
Payment plan. Major procedure.
Oh, a whale. Ah!
The world's fastest growing pilot joke.
Oh! Flashback. Hold on real quick. Oh. Okay. Don't like that noise. Can't go that way. Okay. I hear a daddy of the big variety. There he is. Hello?
It's a little one. Here's your chance to get some Adam.
Adam. Oh, yeah, I'm not feeling the best, honestly. Oh, cutscene. Oh, hello.
Stay away from her, or it is you who will be shot next.
Easy now, Doctor. He's just looking for a wee bit of Adam. Just enough to get by.
I'll not have
Thank you, Dano. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
That's not a child. Not anymore, it ain't.
I'll try to stream for like another 20 minutes.
Do not hurt her. Have me no heart.
Aye, that's a pretty sermon coming from the ghoul who cooked up them creatures in the first place. Took fine little
Aw, thank you for the hug, Demo. Thank you, friend.
survive without the antidote. Things are carrying. Are you prepared to trade your life, the lives of my wife and child, for tenenbaums of Frankenstein?
Here. There is another way. Use this. Free
Good catch.
from their torment. I will make it to be worth your while. Somehow.
Thank you for the head pats, Dano. Oh. I'm not gonna hurt you. Choose whether to rescue the little sister or harvest her. I'll rescue her.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For helping me.
Oh.
Is not always easy, yes. The reward will become clear in time. Be patient.
Tenenbaums playing you for a sap. Those things may look like wee little girls, but looks don't make it so. You need all the Adam you can get to survive.
Adam. Yes, I'm gonna say it every time.
With another of them gatherer's garden machines. Make sure you pick up a new plasmid or two. That's if the price ain't too dear, of course.
Okay, I'm supposed to go that way, but I'm not sure how to. What am I supposed to do? Okay. No, I want the map. No active goal. Okay, well... Okay. I go back this way, I believe. Wants me to go through there, but I can't. Wants me to go through there, but I can't. Shut up. Do I have to shock it? I have to buy something? Oh, I don't have any money. Oh, I had to buy something. I see. What you laughing at? Oh. Oh no. I must deal with the Big Daddy first. Oh, fuck. Let me just save real quick. Oh god. I'm dead. Oh god, he pushing me through walls and shit. Yep. Where the fuck am I? Okay, that was traumatizing.
Got it! Taking everything!
Oh. Explosion. Oh wait, that's where I just was. I'm so confused. I'm supposed to be here. No active goal. You know what? Maybe I'll just do this next stream. There we go. That's what I'm supposed to do? Oh, I did it. Okay. That's fine. Wait. What? I'm gonna save and quit for today, honestly. I'm not feeling very good, and I'm confused. So, yeah, I think I'm all done for today, honestly. Yeah, we can chat for a little bit. We can chat. Let's save. Let's quit to Windows. Play some tunes. And let me switch scenes real quick. There we go. Yeah, I hope you guys had a good time with me today. There was a little bit of scuff, but it wasn't too bad. And yeah, sorry I couldn't go longer. I wish I could, but body issues. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I had a great time. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Maybe I'll stream on Friday. Excuse me. But I'm not sure. I might have to work. So we'll see. My schedule is still kind of up in the air. So it's still going to be guerrilla streams. Yeah, thank you all so much for stopping by. It definitely has been way too long. But I'm very glad to be streaming again. So thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Let me find someone to raid. There are a few people I could raid. Yeah, let's see if this person's ending. No, they're still going. Okay. Yeah, thank you all so much for being here and for being so supportive. It's wonderful, and I'm thankful I have a community as wonderful as you guys. So thank you for being here. I had a great stream. I had really a lot of fun with which I almost said BioShock. That's the name of the game. Yeah, so we'll definitely be playing more of that soon, but I don't know. I'm a little stuck right now, so we'll figure it out. But yeah, let me get the raid messages. So copy and paste whichever one works for you. And yeah, here we go. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope to see you again soon. And I hope you take care of yourselves. So thank you all so much for stopping by. It was great to see you. Have a great day. And yeah, I love you all platonically. No parasocial. Yeah, have a great day, everyone. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.